Welcome to Dreamy Tales, your bedtime haven. Prepare to embark on a journey of tranquility and relaxation. I'm here to weave enchanting stories that will gently guide you into a restful night's sleep. Subscribe and let the soothing whispers of Dreamy Tales be your nightly companion. A Glow in the Darkness. Chapter 1. A Night of Wonder. Dot fluttered among the leaves, her pale green light pulsing with curiosity. All around her, the other fireflies glowed softly as they went about their evening routines. Some gathered nectar from the wildflowers that dotted the glade, their blinking signals sharing polite greetings. Others rested upon the tall grass or low bushes, conserving energy for the night ahead. From her perch on an old oak, Dot watched it all with a sense of wonder. This quiet glade had always been her home, filled with the sounds of chirping insects and rustling trees. But tonight, as she gazed up at the blanket of stars emerging above the treetops, a strange new feeling stirred within her. There, twinkling brightly against the darkening sky, was a pattern of lights she had never noticed before. Could it be another glade, high up among the stars? The idea filled Dot with an excitement she couldn't explain. All her life, she and the other fireflies had sheltered here in this little woodland haven. They knew every branch and leaf by heart. Yet beyond the familiar trees stretched mysteries unseen and unknown. What marvels lay outside their tiny corner of the forest? As more fireflies drifted to their roosts for the night, Dot watched the faraway cluster of stars, her wings flickering with indecision. Part of her longed to rise up and discover what secrets the night sky held. But another, wiser voice warned of danger. What if she lost her way in the darkness? The glade had always been her safe, comforting realm. Still, as the last fireflies settled in for the evening, Dot felt an urge unlike any before. Her longing to know what secrets the night concealed grew too strong to resist. With a final, steadying pulse of light, she launched herself upwards, fluttering her translucent wings faster than ever. The ancient oak zipped past in a blur of bark and branches. Fresh night air rushed through Dot's glowing veins, filling her with exhilaration. Higher and higher she flew, leaving the familiar silhouettes of trees behind. Soon the whole glade lay beneath her, awash in ghostly moonlight. Dot paused for a moment, smiling at the still forms of her sleeping friends, scattered below like fallen stars. This was freedom. This was magic. This was a bravery she never knew she possessed. And above, shining brighter than any dawn, the heavens called to her still. Chapter 2. Lost in the Dark. Dot zipped through the forest, darting this way and that to follow the glowing orbs in the night sky. But the towering trees soon blocked her view, casting endless shadows in every direction. Panic began to creep in as she lost sight of the stars' guiding light. She flickered her pale green glow, hoping a familiar face might spot her SOS. But the woods remained eerily still and silent. Fear clenched Dot's heart as unfamiliar gnarled branches stretched ominously in the gloom. Which way led home? Up, down, left or right? She couldn't be sure. Doubt clawed at her courage like never before. What a foolish mistake to fly so far alone. Now she'd never see the glade or her friends again. Exhaustion pulled at her wings, but she dared not rest in these unfriendly depths. As the last shreds of moonlight filtered away, true darkness closed in around her. Dot came to a trembling stop upon a spindly twig, close to collapse from fright and fatigue. Tears welled in her lamp-like eyes as hopelessness set in. Alone in the endless night, with no way back. Would this be her forever tomb? A faint sob escaped her throat. Just then, a soft blue shimmer caught her gaze from below. Peering through the tangle of branches, she spied a mossy tree trunk glowing with bioluminescent patches. And amid one such blue-green bloom sat the silhouette of a worm, its entire body alight like a living nightlight. "Hello," called a gentle sing-song voice. "You look as lost as a firefly can be." Dot peeled her way hesitantly downwards, drawn by the glow. As she neared, she saw the worm was indeed a ladybug-sized glowworm with glittering azure scales. Her large eyes shone with an inviting warmth. "Thank you for your light, kind glowworm," sniffled Dot. "I fear I've wandered too far and cannot find my way back to the glade. Will you help a weary traveler, please?" The glowworm tilted her head thoughtfully. "The night can play tricks beyond measure, but take heart, little friend. All is not lost while the stars still shine. Come, rest in the star moss, and let Luna be your guide home." Chapter 3. A Friend in the Night. Dot fluttered down gratefully to land upon the mossy trunk. Up close, the star moss glowed in dazzling constellations across Luna's curving body. Its light suffused the gloom like a lantern, putting Dot at ease. "Thank you for your shelter, Luna," said Dot. "I was lost in more ways than one before finding you." Luna replied gently, "There is refuge to be found, even in darkness's depths, if one keeps an open heart. Now rest, little firefly, while the night deepens its mysteries." As Dot's shiver subsided, Luna pointed a graceful limb skywards. "Look there. Do you know the patterns in the stars?" Dot gazed at the sparkling tapestry above, naming a few of the brighter formations she recalled from nights past. Luna listened with care, then guided Dot's eyes to subtle silhouettes less clear. "That cluster there is the weaver. See how its strands intersect just so? And beyond, that swirling mass is the starfire dragon, breathing stardust into the heavens. Its tail circles around those 3 stars, marking the dippers." Luna wove a story for each constellation, kindling Dot's imagination with tales of adventures among the stars. Time slipped away unnoticed as Dot became lost in the glowworm's mesmerizing voice. Here, under their guiding starlight, all traces of fright melted away. At last, Luna gently turned the conversation closer to home. "Do you see those 2 bright stars twinkling side by side? They stand watch over the forest glade, shining down a path for weary wanderers." Dot peered up in wonder. "Why, that's the twin sentinels. I know them well." A wave of homesickness swept over her then, mingled with a growing urge to fly once more under the open sky. But she was loath to leave Luna's calming company just yet. The glowworm seemed to sense Dot's thoughts. "The night grows long, my friend, and your village family awaits your return. But know that you have a guiding light in the starry embrace, wherever your travels may lead. Now go in peace, and come visit this old moon moss, glow again soon." With a grateful embrace of her new friend, Dot took wing once more into the shrouded boughs. But this time, her heart flew lighter than any firefly, guided by the stars' sweet song and Luna's gentle light leading her safely home. Chapter 4. Guiding Lights. Dot fluttered through the forest, keeping a careful watch on the twin sentinels as they guided her way. Though shadows still loomed darkly under gloomy boughs, Luna's stories lifted her spirits. She recalled the weaver casting its starry net overhead, and imagined riding the tail of the great starfire dragon through the swirling heavens. Ahead, a clearing opened in the trees. Was this a familiar landscape at last? Darting closer, Dot's hope soared as silvery patches of moonlight revealed the old oak and wildflower glade of home. She redoubled her flight, flickering brightly in joyous pulses. But just then, doubt crept back in. Everything looked eerily similar in the misleading moonglow. What if this was merely another woodland mimicry, luring her deeper into deception? Suddenly, Luna's gentle voice echoed softly in her mind. Trust not your eyes alone, little firefly. Listen closely and let your heart guide you true. Dot slowed, hovering silently as she strained her senses. Then, faintly on the still air, arose the melodic whirring and piping songs of familiar insects. Firefly conversations in blinking code drifted through the tall grass. A welcome chorus of natural night music swelled all around, becoming clear as starlight. This glade's rhythms spoke of home. Dot alighted gently upon a low hanging branch, her friends' slumbering forms silhouetted below. The twin sentinels shone strong as ever, their beams mingling with Luna's comforting glow, still glowing within her. All around, under the same shimmering stars, lay beauty and repose, from edge to shining edge of sky. Reassured yet pensive, Dot played her own notes into the night, short pulses of pale gratitude to carry on the breeze. Luna's unwavering watch had guided her this far unharmed, and though their glittering trails may cross paths no more, Dot felt the glowworm's wisdom would light her way through many nights to come. She nestled into the rough bark, weary yet content. Tomorrow would rise to find her back among familiar faces, with tales to share of magical friends and faraway stars under the moon's guiding song. For now, home's safe haven beckoned her into restful sleep under the endless, unknowable sky. Chapter 5. Returning Home. As the morning sun filtered through the rustling leaves, Dot awoke renewed. She stretched out her translucent wings, smiling as dew scattered rainbow shards in the light. Below, the glade buzzed with activity as her firefly friends began their day. Fluttering down to join them, Dot called out cheerful greetings, which they returned in blinking, puzzled surprise. Dot, wherever have you been? Asked one. We searched for you everywhere when you didn't return last night, said another. Dot glowed with pride. You'll never believe the adventure I had. I flew up through the branches and above the treetops, higher than any firefly before. And there among the stars, I met the kindest glowworm, Luna, who showed me the celestial patterns and guided me safely home. Her friends listened with wide eyes to Dot's tales, gasping at her daring flight and narrow escape from darkness's depths. We're glad you're back, but please don't stray so far again. One friend blinked anxiously. Dot reassured them. Don't worry, with Luna watching from the heavens, I'll always find my way. And next time you must all come. The night sky holds wonders beyond imagining. As the sun climbed, warming the forest awake, Dot bid her friends farewell to seek out Luna once more. Fluttering up through familiar branches, she searched the patches of moss glowing softly in the sunrise. And there at the forest's edge sat Luna, as radiant as ever. Thank you for your light and friendship, dear glowworm, pulsed Dot in greeting. Luna smiled warmly. You are most welcome, little firefly. I'm glad your safe return has eased your village's hearts. May the stars shine brightly on all your nights to come. With a final fond farewell, Dot took wing back towards home and the adventures of a new day. Though her journey was done, Luna's lessons would stay with her. Courage to explore beneath a guiding light that would always lead her home. And in the starry realm above, their glowing spirits remained forever woven into the heaven's tapestry of hope and joy. Chapter 6. Bright Nights Ahead. That evening, as the sunset blazed its final farewell, Dot found herself drawn once more to the tall oak edge of the glade. She perched among its highest leaves, gazing up at the first stars awakening in the dusky blue veil. Slowly, heavenly lamps were kindled one by one to welcome the night. A rush of wonder filled Dot's glowing veins as memories of her journey welled up, fresh and vivid as Luna's storytelling light. She recalled the twin sentinels leading her safely home through shadowy folds, and imagined riding the winding tail of the great starfire dragon through milky spirals of stardust. Her newfound friends seemed to shine all the brighter for having guided a lost and weary traveler. Down in the glade, familiar night sounds arose as Dot's firefly village began to stir. Blinking greetings and flickering conversations drifted up on lazy zephyrs as dusk deepened into dark. Yet Dot found herself reluctant to join in just yet, enthralled as she was by the celestial show unfolding overhead. For the stars held a magic unlike any other, mysteries that called to adventurous souls across the silent forest. Though the road was long and dangers lurked in the murky unknown, Dot now felt braver than ever to discover their secrets under Luna's watchful care. And with each new wander further afield, she swore to share the wonders found there with her friends below. A familiar melodic voice echoed softly on the wind then. "Safe travels, little firefly. May your light ever shine as a beacon for others, as mine did for you." Dot smiled, feeling Luna's comforting presence, though she knew the glowworm was far away in her woodland home. She blinked a farewell, coated with gratitude back up to the glittering heavens. Wherever this brave new spirit may lead, her heart would always remain woven into the night sky's embrace. With a final, steadying breath of night-born wonder, Dot launched herself once more into the deepening darkness. She flew with grace and purpose among the gathering fireflies, sharing tales of magic and adventure under the eternal shining stars. And so, under Luna's watchful light, began many more nights of discovery and joy for curious little Dot and her village beyond the forest's quiet glade. As the stars twinkle above, it's time for dreamy tales to bid you good night. May the soothing echoes of our stories linger in your dreams, offering you a serene escape. Until we meet again under the moonlit sky, sleep tight and sweet dreams.